Hello friends, in this video we will be starting a new subject which is construction management. So the weightage of construction management in GATE is for 2 to 3 marks, and apart from it, as far as IAS is concerned, it is one of the important subjects, and more importantly, in our university examinations also it is a separate subject. So from that point of view also this subject is important. So and one thing which I must mention is that in GATE it comes for 2 to 3 marks, but the questions which are asked are very much easy. So you can just grab those 2 to 3 marks, and they are also predictive questions. I will tell you the topics from which usually in GATE examination the questions are asked. So let us just dive into the contents as it is our first first lecture. So I'll just be discussing all the contents in the lecture. So the first topic is the basics of project management. So after listening this topic, students usually ask me, sir, what is the difference between construction management and project management? So, uh, so the scope of project management is much broader as compared to the construction management. It has a very broad scope, project management. So, for example, just consider the example of a builder. A builder wants to construct a residential building, so he hires two employees. First one is a project manager and second one is a construction manager. Okay, so the scope of project manager would be first for example, for a residential building, first a plot is required. So he'll look after where to buy the plot and how to buy the plot, tendering and all those things. And the next thing is after the plot is taken, after the plot is purchased, then construction part also project manager will look out. Then after the construction, he will also look out whether all the flats are sold or not, what is the profit and what is the loss and etc. All those things also project manager will take into account. It is the scope of project manager. On the other hand, the scope of construction manager is concerned only with the construction part. He'll just look after the construction part. He has nothing to do with the plot and profit and all those things. He will just look after the construction part. He will be allotted a plot and he will be told to construct the building as per the requirement. So he will just look at the construction part and he'll report to the project manager that how is the project going on, how is the construction activity going on. Okay, so the scope of construction manager is quite narrow as compared to a project manager. So the first topic would be basics of project management. So we are studying project basics of project management. So in that, construction management would be automatically covered. The next topic is the project management through networks. Okay, so in this topic, we would be studying about the network diagrams, how to build a network diagram as per the schedule, and what are network diagrams, and how to find out the duration of a project. This topic is quite important because this is the basics. This topic is the basics for third and fourth topic. It is basics for PERT and CPM. If you don't understand project management through networks, you will never in life understand PERT and CPM. And these PERT and CPM are the most important chapters in construction management. You can also call them the heart of construction management. They are that much important. And I was just talking about 2 to 3 marks in GATE, which is predictive. So mostly in GATE examination, PERT or CPM question would be asked. So it is that much important topic, and for your university exams also, this topic is very important. So for getting through this topic, you must be well versed with the second topic, which is project management through networks. So this topic is the basics, and hence it is important. The third topic is our PERT, program evaluation and review technique. I will be taking separate videos on it, and I'll be teaching this topic in detail. The next topic is also a network analysis technique. It is CPM, critical path method. These two, PERT and CPM, are network analysis techniques, and they are very important. Okay. So our next topic is resources allocation. So what is resources allocation? So first, we should be cleared with what are resources. So as we all know, there are 5 M's of management. The first M is money, then manpower, then it is material, then it is machines, and the last but not the least is minutes. Minutes means time. So these are the 5 M's of construction management or project management, and these are collectively known as resources. Okay, these 5 M's are resources. So in resources allocation, I would be teaching you how to allocate the resources. Allocate means how to distribute the resources among different activities, so that we can get their optimal output in our project. Okay, so we will be learning about the distribution of resources in various activities in resources allocation. These are our resources, the 5 M's. And the last topic is crashing of networks. So what is crashing? Crashing basically means reducing the project duration. For example, a building was scheduled to be constructed in 1 year, but then the builder asks the construction manager to do something and just make the duration to be of 10 months. Okay, so he cannot just repeat all the activities and do so. He'll just use the method of crashing. He will just use the method of crashing of networks. Okay, so if we want to reduce the project duration, we have to increase the manpower, or we have to increase the resources. It is as simple. For example, suppose there are 10 laborers and they complete a particular task in 10 days. And now if you want to get the task completed in 5 days, then you eventually have to increase the laborers to 20 laborers. Okay, so this is all what the crashing means. Crashing means reducing the project duration, for example from 1 year to 10 months, but then increasing the resources. Okay, how can we reduce the project duration? By increasing the resources. It is as simple as that. So in crashing, if we increase the resources, then there would be some extra direct cost. That cost factor also we will learn in detail, but for now you just have to remember what does crashing means. Crashing mean that you have to reduce the project duration by increasing the resources. Okay, so it was all about the 6 contents. From the next lecture onwards, I will be focusing on our very first topic. I'll be starting it. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more such videos. Thank you.